Good evening, folks, and welcome to day 2 of the Beer Advent Calendar, specifically the 2020 Craft Beer Advent Calendar Gold Medal Edition. And what that is, it's 24 beers from around the world, never sold in Canada before, that have won gold medals at various beer festivals. I think it's 4 or 5 different countries, different styles, different strength. Yesterday was day 1 and we had the Chicago Pale Ale. So I'll get right to it. Day 2, down in the corner. See what we got. Alright, so we have Qualified, a Belgium-Style Quadrupel Ale. 9.5% alcohol. American crafted, Belgium inspired. Taxman Brewing Company, and it says Qualified Belgium-Style Quadruple Ale. For those qualified, our Abbey-style quadruple. This dark ale features roasted Belgium, specially malted with rich, deep notes of caramel, molasses, raisins, and plum. Enhanced by fruity Belgian yeast esters, a sweet, complex ale. It's a perfect dessert beer to sip and savor. That's about it. So I'll give my glass a quick cold water rinse as per usual. 9.5, now that's pretty well getting up there, and generally, just a little bit of disclosure, I'm not a liquor drinker, I'm a beer drinker, and that's pretty well about it. Maybe a little liqueur once in a blue moon, but nothing really. So I'm not a fan of hard alcohol, and I find a lot of high alcohol beers, it's almost like you can taste the alcohol. And that, for me, often that's a turn off. I don't know if it's going to be the case here. We'll find out. Just from the can I can see the dark color already. And by no means am I afraid of the dark, and what I mean by that, there's many dark beers I enjoy, specifically some stouts, some porters. Actually, I'm going to zoom in so you can see the can. Kind of cool graphics. And you can see the beer is dark, a little bit ahead, but not a lot. Alright, so there you go. Turn around, not much else there. But I like the graphics, kind of got the this skull type of thing. Me, kind of reminds me like a Halloween, maybe a New Orleans type of thing. But I'm not familiar with the Taxman Brewing, so I can't really tell you anything about it. So there you go, dark color, a little bit of head, not a lot. The head itself is kind of dark. Not much aroma at all, and I'm actually quite surprised with that. And I expected a lot of dark beers, you get a really strong aroma, strong flavor. I'm not getting that, there's a little bit there. Kind of fruity. The big thing is the taste. The aroma, I said, not really strong. Pretty strong tasting though. A lot of flavor there. Is it good flavor or bad flavor for me? I haven't really decided yet. Really a lot of flavor. Aftertaste, it kind of lingers for a second and then it dissipates, but not completely. And I'm not a big one of beers that, you know, you taste it and the aftertaste kind of lingers. I'm not a big fan of that. This one actually kind of different because what I'm finding now is it's strong tasting, a lot of flavor. And then the flavor kind of dissipates, as I said, but a little bit of it just kind of lingers. And what lingers for me is almost like a hard alcohol flavor taste type thing. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I can definitely tell it's a high alcohol beer just from the taste of it. A rating, My ratings, as usual, are out of 5. A 1 is a drain pour. And what I mean by that is I don't like it. I'm not even going to finish. I'm literally going to pour it down the drain. It's only happened in the reviews I've done. I think I've had 2 drain pours. A 2 would be, yeah, I'm not a big fan, but I'm going to finish it. A 3 would be, it's a good beer. A 4 would be a very good beer. And a 5 would be the best beer I've ever had. And for this one now, my ratings are just personal preference, personal opinion. There's no science or whatever. So there is, I try not to be biased. I try to be unbiased. However, there's obviously certain styles I prefer over other styles. I found throughout the last year or so that I'm more of a lager guy. It's not that I don't like ales. I like all beers for the most part. But I think for me, a lager is more my go-to beer. And being a Canadian, North America, I mean, we've been inundated with lagers since the countries have came about. Ales in the last couple of decades, they've got a foothold, and they obviously did years ago, but for the most part, North America is lager countries. So with that being said, what am I going to give it a rating? I'm definitely going to finish it, so it's a 2. But is it higher than a 2? I really haven't decided. I'm leaning towards either a 2 or a 3. Honestly, I'm actually going towards closer to the 2. So I'm not quite decided yet. And as I said, these are all gold medal beers in this box. They've won different festivals, whether it's the Great American Beer Festival, the World Beer Cup, or their Australian International Beer Awards. They've all got gold medals. So they're quality beers, but like I said, it's my preference. So I have to give a rating according to that. So if you're, say, if you're from Belgium and you've grown up with ales, you're probably more inclined. But for me, unfortunately, I'm more lagers, but I do enjoy some ales. But for this one, I think I'm going to struggle to finish it. It's just too strong for my liking. But I will finish it. I don't have any doubt there. So I think I'm going to give this one a 2.0. There you go, folks, for the Taxman Brewing Company. Their qualified Belgium-Style Quadrupel Ale. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with a 2.0. I was hoping it would kind of grow on me, but actually the more I drink it, the more I'm inclined to not enjoy it as much. The first sip or so, I was like, oh yeah, not bad. And then I'm really starting to taste the alcohol, so I think I'm going to stick with my 2.0. So there you go, folks. Hopefully you can join me tomorrow. We'll hit number 3 and see what that's going to bring us. Until next brew, as always, enjoy responsibly. Cheers.